So I hope that this is actually picking up my audio. Uh, if you're not familiar with this channel, this is Steve's Art and Fun channel. I'm gonna actually I usually don't start off like this, but I'm actually gonna start off with a trigger warning of all things, because some people are triggered by not only the truth, but they're triggered by many things in general. So actually, I'll also say that usually people are sensitive enough to their own emotions and their own thoughts, that they know what is going to trigger them, right? It's kind of funny. So they actually know what's going to trigger them. So I feel like the minute that they even hear a trigger warning, if they're really clever, they already kind of know that I'm a person who's actually not so inclined to the persuasion of being politically correct and trying to what's the word uh, pander to people, to certain types of people. So they probably already know, like, oh, I probably don't want to watch this rant or this video, because this guy, if he's saying trigger warning, he's already going to say something that's going to trigger someone. Generally, in my little safe space, in my circle, we're soft. We can't handle the truth, so we're not going to listen anyway. And fine, that's good, because I try to push certain type of people away from this channel, because the thing is, this is not the place for you. That's how I have to put it. This is not the place for you. If you're that much of a sissy and you're retarded, for lack of a better term, if you're retarded, get the fuck off my channel anyway. Get off my channel. Why are you gonna torture yourself by watching this or listening to me? Anyway, like, why do you like causing emotional pain upon your own self? And that's kind of gonna, that concept actually is gonna tie into part of what this rant is. I may actually not even turn this video or rant per se into one rant. I may split it into two, and this may be one aspect of what I'm talking about, and I may continue it in another, because it may just have so much in it that it would be stupid for me to really try to make this one long rant. It would just end up getting boring and maybe even redundant. So a couple things I want to talk about. One is people having literally like no actual, they have no basis in reality except their own. And it's not even just that they only really have a basis in reality of their own, but it's almost like they have a not sadistic, my bad, masochistic, that's what I'm looking for. They have a self-punishing masochistic lifestyle. And I'm going to explain that. What I mean by that is they set themselves up for constant failure. And in particular, like dealing with a person like myself, many people are very turned off by me, okay? Now, they may be turned on at first. They may even be literally turned on. Like, for instance, it could be a woman. Maybe she's actually sexually, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she's actually turned on by me, and she's like, oh, he seems like a nice guy. He seems to be kind of like a handsome guy. Let me see if I could talk to this guy, right? Like, let me see. And then when they realize what I'm actually about, it may turn them off. Like, they're like, oh, so he's not one of those guys who's gonna tell me blue pill lies, and he's going to he's not going to pick out my weak points. He's not going to tell me that my friends ain't shit. Excuse my French, but this can't be a kid's rant anyway, so I'm just gonna just let it roll. He's not gonna tell me that my friends are good people, and he's not gonna lie to me and tell me that I'm weak for this, and he's not gonna stroke my ego. He's not gonna lie. He's gonna tell me the truth, and he's also gonna let it be known at some point or the other that I'm not even pretty enough to be lied to like that. Like, I'm not even, and the thing is, with a girl like that, the whole point is, like I just said, you're not even pretty enough that why would I waste my time trying to even lie to you or be so how do I say this? Be more lenient with how I on you and how I say things because I'm not trying to get something out of this. Like I'm not trying to keep you around per se for a long-term thing or a goal because you're not even that pretty. Like you're not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a girl that's actually steps above you. So that's what I mean. You know, I'll make another example. Another example is men that, let's say a man knows nothing about me, but this man may himself actually be, whether he is openly a homosexual or closeted a homosexual. Regardless, this person may see someone like me and they think, oh, that guy there, he looks like a polite, handsome man. You know, I don't know if he's gay or not, but let me try to spark a conversation with this man. Let me try to see what information I could gather from this man. Let me see what this guy is about, because I like the presentation, but I don't really know like what to expect from this person, right? Regardless of what they may think they would be able to expect, but you know, like, the whole point is that they're fucking way off and dead wrong. So then they figure, oh, this guy ain't about nothing gay. This guy isn't even really that nice of a guy. This guy is actually kind of fucking retarded. You know, and then at that point it's like, well, I mean, what can I tell you? You know, it's like I ain't got nothing for you, buddy. You know, I'm not on that shit. I'm not gay. I don't want anything to do with you. I'm not even really a nice person. You know, it's like this is my point. It's like how people and I get the point that people have to learn things by like finding them out. But I also have to say, what annoys me is the fact that people are even the way they are in the first place. And this kind of leads to my point. I'm going to lead this into my whole point. My whole point is like a person like myself tends to stay away from most people and tends to try to stay confined to myself, because the thing is, I know that anything that I need or want, as far as another person being able to be a component in anything that I'm doing in my life, a person has to have a certain set of skills. They have to have a certain personality. They have to have a certain ambition. They have to be a certain type of person. And every person is not the same, and not every person has the same function and purpose. It's just like in a business. If you have a business or you have anything that you are like doing, you don't ask one person to do the same task as, like, let's say the next person, because it's totally two different tasks. It takes two different personalities, two different temperaments, all that. But what I have to explain to people and try to like get people to understand is people do not put how do I say this? They do not put the value. That's what I'm looking for. They don't put the value in keeping to yourself, in only trying to interact or find people that benefit a common goal, a common good, or a common thing, in which they would have to have set skills, set abilities. Oh, fuck, here we go, this bullshit again. I guess it must be fucking bike week, because here we go. And no, it's not. This is like an everyday thing, these motorcycles going up and down the fucking street. But anyway, like I was saying before I was interrupted, what I was saying was, some people look at me and they don't understand. They don't get the concept of like, why do you prefer to be alone 98% of the time? For that exact reason I said, it's because people are just living their lives. But just because you're just living your life doesn't mean, from my perspective, you're about nothing but some bullshit. Because in my opinion, there's nothing of value that I see in your supposed day-to-day operations and activities. To me, it's bullshit, and there's nothing I feel I need from it. There's nothing that it feels like it's benefiting for me. So I'm not going to approach you. I'm not going to want to give you any time of the fucking day. I'm not going to want to hear your perspective on nothing. I may only even listen for a small period of time just to gather information to see, like, is this person going to say something of any meaning, or is this person just going to spew bullshit like 98% of people always do? They talk a lot, but they ain't saying shit. And they ain't doing shit either. They're doing nothing. You know what I mean? It's like sitting around doing fucking nothing. When I say nothing, I mean literally like absolutely fucking nothing. And that ties into the crux and the core of my rant is, so the opposite of me, I've seen the opposite of myself, right? And I'm not going to mention this person's name, but I have to talk about this person because this individual, it's a person I know, and I've known them for some time now. This individual has this mentality to where they seemingly never actually are alone, right? It's like if they have, okay, and I'm going to even go further to say this shit. I'm even going to go further. This person, when they are with like a significant other person, like a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, whatever, the problem with this person is they don't understand that, even though you may be with that person is abusive verbally. That person is abusive, maybe not physically. Maybe I've seen people in the past physically abuse this person, but the thing is, maybe that person is not abusive physically, but they are abusive emotionally. They are abusive verbally, and they ain't doing shit with their fucking lives. And when I'm saying they ain't doing shit, they ain't doing nothing. They're sitting around, getting high, watching TV, playing video games, ain't doing shit with their fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Going to the same places over and over, but they ain't doing shit. And matter of fact, people like them, 98% of the time, just really ain't nothing special. They're dime a dozen. There's nothing special about the way they look. There's nothing special about their hobbies, their work ethic. There's just nothing there that is like, that you could not find anywhere. And that's one of the biggest problems. And I also have to say, the thing with that whole thing is, you're only with this person for a couple reasons. You're with them because, number one, your lazy ass in yourself doesn't have your own place. You never seem to be able to have your own place. You can't ever seem to get a hold or a grasp on containing, controlling, overseeing, maintaining any fucking thing. So your first instinct is you have to jump and latch on to someone even if they're trash, right? And some people are already like, oh shit, that sounds like me. Well, shame on you if that's you, you know what I mean? What you should be doing is you should be isolating yourself, improving things on your fucking self, amassing something, whether that is like you're trying to save money, you're trying to build something, you're trying to get into something where, you can profit from it, you're trying to hone in skills, you're trying to actually do a 100, a 360 degree body transformation. You're going to the gym, or maybe you're training at home or whatever. That's what men and women should be doing. Instead of what they're doing is they're weaklings and they latch on to other weaklings, and then they feel like, okay, well, I'll ride on this person's back until I find something better. Even though one of the main issues with that is you're not even cultivating the mental skills or the emotional skills in integrity and durability to, how do I say this, to even learn how to find something else than that. You know what I mean? It's almost like the time span that you should be spending honing in that whole thing, you are degrading yourself still with some person. And I've seen, it's almost like a cycle. I see these people like this, they do it all the time, And it's a repetitive cycle. It's like they jump from one trash person to the next trash person. And it's like it's like, what the fuck? It's like you didn't even give yourself time to learn a lesson. Fuck healing, because people always talk about heal. I just came out of a relationship. I just came out of a 10-year relationship, and I need time to heal. I'm spending time with myself to heal first, and then I'm gonna jump to another trash motherfucker. It's like, did you ever know that if you train something and you're always training in all the wrong things, you're actually making it worse? Or did you know that if maybe you're training the wrong way, then you're actually do you get the point? It's kind of like, it's good to do something, to practice something, it's good to learn something, but if you're doing the wrong thing and now you're developing the worst habits, you ain't doing shit. It's like those guys who think they're tough and think they know how to fight, and it's because they've gotten into a million fights, but they've never fucking trained. That's the thing. So they never had any real skill. They just know what they feel is survival. It's the same shit. It's the same thing. It's like, okay, so I'm going to do this every single day. Okay. So you're learning how to lose and how to fail over and over and over. It's fucking retarded. And this is what I mean. Get a fucking backbone. Learn that shit that makes you feel so comfortable is only hurting you. Oh, I want to go live with this person and stay in their house, and I don't even have my own shit, but I'm gonna, live on this person's couch and shit, and I'm gonna fuck this person, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna watch them do that, and then they're gonna disrespect me, and I'm just gonna take it like a little bitch. And it's like, what? That's the same shit that you were in before you got into that fucking situation. It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You are retarded. You are weak and you're fucking retarded. This is what I mean. This is exactly what I talk about when I go on these fucking rants. It's like, you're not learning anything. You're a dumb motherfucker. You haven't learned shit. Will you ever learn? That's my question. It's like, will you ever fucking learn? What you need to fucking do is you need to isolate your fucking self. Understand the habits. First off, you need to understand what to red flags. That's one thing. Okay, so what I mean by, someone say, what's a red flag? Well, a red flag is this, right? You got to analyze people, and you have to brutally analyze them. You can't be nice about it. You have to be brutal. You have to be like, okay, so when have I ever heard? And this goes for both men and women. It doesn't matter what you're dating or who or whatever. It just goes with both. You got to look at this person and say, well, what do they talk about? You know what I mean? What do they actually say they like to do? What do they say they would want to do? What have they say they have ever done? And then you have to really think, like, do I really want to be with a person to where that's all that they are? It's like, you have to ask that question. You have to say, like, oh, does this person, like, what is their integrity of their character actually? You know what I mean? Do I really want to be attached to that? You know what I mean? Like, is that what I really want? Or is this the question? Is the question that you're so weak that you literally cannot take being alone for, I don't know, maybe even some years? Like, I'll use myself as an example. For years, and you don't understand, like, okay, that, like, even in that, it doesn't matter that something would take that long. It just is what the process is. The thing is this, is you haven't learned people like this. And I hate to say this, but it's the truth, because I see it. It's the truth. It's like, these type of people have not fucking learned that they can accomplish so much more but they have to change. The key word is change. They can't see a person like myself, and not to brag or not to say, like, oh, but I'm just being honest. A person like myself actually can accomplish, like, the opposite. It's literally like me spending time alone, because the stuff that I have to do to improve myself is not going to take me doing that much more than what I'm doing now. It's just things take a long, long fucking time. You got to understand that. Like I said, you're working out, you're improving your looks. You think that this is not the fucking how do I say this? This is not this is not steroids. This is not Hollywood. This is not Thor. Okay, this is not okay. All of a sudden, I'm gonna have like 30 to 50 pounds of fucking just muscle slapped on in what? Like no, no. You got no. It takes years. It takes years for you to even build what you could even call a body. Okay, and I'm not talking about uh fucking let's just make up a name. Johnny and Jimmy down the block with like I always say, the flabby and saggy body with the man titties and the dad bod in the lazy I sit and play video games all day body, you know, get winded running up the stairs and so on and so forth. I'm not talking about that shit, man. Okay, I'm not talking about soft, saggy motherfuckers. Okay, what I'm talking about is for you to actually get, and even just performance too, not just your looks. I'm talking about your performance physically. This shit takes years, man. There's no like snap your fingers fucking Hollywood steroid induced fix that people like to believe is a real thing. You know what I mean? And that goes for men and women. You know what I mean? It's just that's the way the human body is. It is not magic. It's not snap your fucking fingers. And this leads to my point again about how things take like extreme integrity, discipline. It takes strength. It takes hardness. It's not like this soft little, oh, well, I just played a game of Fortnite with Susie, Cusey, and Doozy, and I'm going to go eat chippies and drink juicies, and, we won the game, so yee-hee. It's like, you're the same motherfucker that was complaining because your fucking you say your knees hurt, which I know they do. You know your knees feel like shit. I know they do. Mine don't, but I know yours do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you were just complaining that you were having knee pain and your knee was literally locking up on you because it is so underutilized and so underexercised. And whose fault is that? Your fault, because you don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. I'm talking to you people that are like of that persuasion. It's like, because you don't do shit. It's like, I don't care if it's not fun. I know it may not be fun for you to have to get up and maybe have to sprint. It's like you have to get up and you have to jog. I know that may be a little annoying, but if that's going to keep your knees from locking up on you like a fucking padlock and giving you pain because it is unutilized as fuck, like every other thing in your life physically, you get my point? But what you want to do is you want to sit there and get a natural high because you won a fucking PUBG or a Fortnite game with some lazy loser bum ass motherfuckers that don't even visit you. You're over a fucking screen and a goddamn headpiece and a fucking mic on the side of your face talking about that you won that game. And your bitch ass didn't even make a stream of it, you dumb motherfucker. You should have streamed it if you wanted to play games all day. Have the wherewithal in an actual sense to make a fucking stream out of it on Twitch like other people who have some goddamn sense that actually are trying to get some money doing that dumb shit. You get what I'm saying? That's what I mean. It's like, but you want to lay around all day and didn't even wash your funky ass yet. Sitting in the same fucking spot for hours on end with God knows what bacteria and everything else festering in that fucking spot that you've been in all fucking day. Everything around you probably smells like dick cheese in a fucking you know what I mean? It probably smells like a fucking stank ass, stank ball, stanky coochie barn of funk in that motherfucker. Because you've been sitting around, ain't fucking showered. No one else is telling you to take a shower, so your ass probably skipped like a couple days, maybe even a few days. And I hope this is not you that's listening. This is, so, because this is the thing, right? I've met people that do shit like that, and I'm just shaking my head like, you guys are some nasty motherfucking animals, man. Like, I'm a person who is single, doesn't even fuck on any type of basis. Like, it's been at least a couple, maybe 1 to a couple years since even that. But the thing is, at least I take like a shower. I take showers. You know what I mean? It's like, because I just don't like my living situation or everything that I'm sitting on, sleeping on, sleeping in, whatever, but yada yada. I don't want things around me smelling like a load of some type of festering fucking funk of any sort. You know what I mean? Like, of any sort. That's not that's not what I want inside of my house. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I can't control what happens when I leave my door. But what I'm saying is, I don't like that type of shit. But hey, this is what I mean, man. People so weak and so lazy and so retarded that your hygiene's even fucked up. And like I said, I'll go again to the relationship shit. It's like, why the fuck are you always have to be up under somebody? And what it sounds like, what do you mean up under someone? I'll tell you what I mean by that. What I mean by that is, you're always up under someone's thumb. You're always up someone's ass. And what I mean is, you're always up someone's ass that is a piece of shit. It's like, I get on the bus, right? I see a person with their girl or their man, whatever the fuck it is. I'm just gonna, just make a blunt, broad example, like whatever it is, the fuck it is. They're with this person, and this person's talking to them like they're a fucking dog. This person is demeaning them, embarrassing them, disrespecting them, just flat out barking orders. I'm like, God damn, you mean to tell me that you let a motherfucker talk to you like that? I would have that bitch would have found herself in a position. I would have ragged her ass, put her in a position, and been like, you want to repeat that shit in a different way again? Like, you want to reword that shit? Maybe not on the bus in front of people, because, then people are going to want to call, the cops and shit, and maybe try to help her and all that type of dump. But just me from watching, from my perspective, I'm thinking like, no one talks to me like that, and there's a good reason. There's a good reason for that. And I'll also say, get this, right? I live in a rooming house full of primarily all men. No one talks to me like that. I don't deal with people, but you get what I'm saying? Anybody that I fucking deal with does not even any person that knows me wouldn't dare fucking even start to talk to me like that. You know why? Take a guess, motherfucker. Take a fucking guess. They know what time it is. This is what I mean. You motherfuckers are weak. This is what I mean. You're fucking weak. That's what I mean. And that's what that person's track record's been. They're with a man walks all over them. Man physically, emotionally abuses them, right? Talks to them like they're a fucking dog. They don't do shit about it. That's what I fucking mean. You're a fucking parasite. You are a fucking insect. This is what I mean. You're nothing. And not are you nothing, only are you nothing, but you don't want any better, nor do you make any steps to ever have or be any better. And it's fucking disgusting. This is what I mean. This shit is disgusting, man. So, I just hate to say it, but I gotta call it as it is, man. And another thing I have to say about this whole queer lesbian shit, I already talk enough shit about, and I can't say it because YouTube will not let me just throw slurs out there. I can't be, but you know what I'm saying. You fruity motherfuckers that are men out there, you're already fucking retards and fucked up enough. But then the thing is, you have you females that are lesbians, and I'm like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying all lesbian relationships are like this, because I know personally a couple to where, from what I have observed, they seem to be very respectful of each other, and they don't seem to be abusive verbally or even physically. Not even close to that. Like, it's nothing. It's no type of shit like that. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying all, but I'm saying this is what I mean. When you motherfuckers try to say, oh well, we're so healthy, and it's the cis couples, it's the toxic masculinity and the no, motherfucker. It's you motherfuckers are just as toxic and abusive as any other goddamn thing on this earth. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Cause you are fucking lying to yourself. This is what I mean. This is what I mean about this whole fucking fake shit. I have to call it out. I'm sorry. I know YouTube, you're gonna get mad. Everybody's gonna. This is what they do. Okay, this is what I'm gonna fucking say. This is how it goes nowadays. Like I said before, it's a fucking gay mafia. The shit is actually real. It is a fucking gay mafia. I'll give you this. It's not wrong that you are of a certain persuasion. That is not wrong. There's no wrong in that. It's okay that you are like what you like. That's fine. But what's wrong? What's wrong is that you're lying and you're full of shit. Don't say that because you are queer and you're gay that you are, you're pure, you're safe. Everything you do is fucking non-abusive. You're on this level. It's like, your couples are so healthy. Everything is so. No. I don't care what fucking persuasion you think you are or who you are. You motherfuckers know that some people's relationships are just fucking abusive, and you being fucking, quote, queer or gay or whatever way you want to fucking put what you are. You motherfuckers are no different than anyone else. And in fact, I will even go as far to say, where some people are going to get mad, you're going to get mad, but this is the truth. It's a higher percentage that you're worse and you're more mentally ill than any other motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. In YouTube, you gonna try to hide my video now? Cause fuck you. I have to say, fuck you motherfuckers. This is America. This is freedom of fucking speech. Fuck you. Fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. Cause that's all you're doing is talking shit. Nothing you're saying, like I said, talking ain't saying shit. And you get mad because the stuff I say is true. That's the thing. It's undeniable. There's no. It's just one of those things where it's like you could deny it all you want, but it's just fucking true. A person like me is so sick and fed up with all of you fucked up, weird. I don't know what to even call you anymore. Delusional motherfuckers. To the point to where I want nothing to do with you. Number one, I want fucking absolutely nothing to do with you. That's the thing. I want nothing to do with you. I want nothing to do with people that prescribe to your logic or your thought process. And also, I am in the process, like always, like I said, I'm always trying to improve something about myself. I'm always trying to change something about myself. I'm always trying to move towards a higher direction, a direction to where I know I can create my own atmosphere that is conducive to what I'm trying to get done. I am moving in the opposite direction. Where the fuck you guys are moving, I don't fucking know where the fuck you're going, and I don't give a fuck. I wish I could literally drop a bomb on all you motherfuckers, a nuclear bomb, and destroy every fucking last one of you that are on this type of shit, on this whole like, oh, this is this and this is wrong and this is bad and what I believe is good and you're toxic and you're arcane and you're ancient and outdated and you know what, motherfucker? It's like for instance, it's okay that you have your own opinion. I'll put it like that. Obviously, like I said, you have your own freedom and you can think what you want, but there is no room for you. There's no place for you. Not in my presence, not in my life, not in my goings on, not willfully. That's how I'll put it. I wish I could fucking snap my fingers and make you motherfuckers disappear. I was literally at work today and someone's going to say, oh, this is hate speech. That's what I mean. This is what I mean. How you have a fucking opinion and now it is hateful all of a sudden, right? Hateful. It's hateful. It's not just because you just feel a certain way. It's hateful. And you can have your channels put a strike on it. You can have your shit shut down. You can have your shit banned and hidden in places to where it will never be found and viewed because you're saying shit that you just feel, right? Really, motherfucker? That's the most pussy little shit I've ever seen. So you mean to tell me you can't even handle the rhetoric? You can't even handle the verbal. You can't even handle that. You have to hide it. Come on, man. This is what I mean. Weaklings. This is what I mean. You're fucking weak. You're pieces of shit. You are nothing. So I was at work today, and you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking like, man, I miss the good old days, which I know there is no good old days because everything is an illusion. People are just deceptive and hide and shit. I was thinking, man, I wish the good old days to where when you could have like a small talk conversation on the street as a person like myself, as a straight black fucking male, and not have to wonder that the only reason why a motherfucker is trying to small talk with you or whatever is because this fruity motherfucker wants to see your big black cock or some shit like that. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? It's like, I also was, because I have one of those minds that just like how do I say this? It thinks and thinks and thinks and just like it's like I can hear the verbal words in my head. It's like I might not be speaking, but I can hear like the verbal. I don't know how to describe it. I can hear my inner mind like talking, saying things like, you know, it's like it's having its own conversation. And I was thinking like, you know, I just have to come out and say it. Like I have to just say this. I don't know. I don't know if this is a trend, if this is something was in the water in a certain age or in a certain time frame or whatever the fuck happened. And I'm not trying to be racist, but hey, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Now, I think some of you viewers watching, most of you people watching, I don't really know if you're predominantly black, white, or whatever. Maybe you'll take this the wrong way, maybe you won't. I really don't give a fuck how you take it. But I'm gonna fucking say what I'm gonna say. I don't know, as a black man, as a straight black man, I don't know what the fuck, where, and how you white motherfucking men turned into some... I'm not gonna say the word, but I don't know what the fuck is up with you guys being fruity tooty motherfuckers and having this strange homosexual obsession. It must be, I don't know, maybe it's not an obsession, but what is this shit that you have that you are on some gay shit and you probably want something that has to do, I don't know how the fuck what you guys want, but you want something with a fucking black man's, you know, you want some dick, some balls, and some booty hole, or however way you want this shit. You want some gay shit with a fucking black man, like you're a bitch, like you're a fucking woman. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, this is my thing, right? This is all I have to say. My thing is this, right? And I'm gonna just say it. My thing is, I come from a city called Bridgeport, where predominantly we are black. Okay, we are predominantly Hispanic and black in Bridgeport. Those are the majority races in Bridgeport. The majority is Hispanics, which could be ranging from Brazilian, mostly Puerto Rican, but it could be Brazilian, it could be Puerto Rican, it could be Mexican, okay? And we have many types of black, even more so black, okay? So there's more blacks than there are the Hispanics, but there's almost equally, it's almost like equal, almost. As weird as that sounds. That's where I come from, bro. But where I come from, the thing is this, is that, yeah, we know that there's like people that are gay. We see guys that's like, we clearly know, okay, this guy, we clearly can see this guy is totally gay. Whatever it is what it is, nothing's wrong with it, fine, that's his lifestyle. But it's just on a different... When I came here to this fucking city, I'm not even going to mention the name on this rant, but when I came to this city, man, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, there's so many motherfuckers that seem to be closeted fucking homosexuals. It's disgusting to me. Someone's gonna say, oh, it ain't hate speech. It's my fucking opinion, bitch. It's fucking disgusting. It's like, because my thing is this, man. Like I said, it's kind of unnerving to have to wonder, like, it's almost like in 90%, 98% of the times I can usually tell because I'm thinking like it's something about someone's like, how do I say this? It's their demeanor. It's like the fact that they like. I always use the word they want to always try to like linger around. It's like they don't seem to have like how do I say this? It's kind of like how, like I said, when you're in the street, you're trying to go. Let's say you're trying to go to the store, trying to go here, trying to go there. You have a set goal. You have a very particular direction. You just want to get in, get out, get your shit, leave. But then you have, like I said, you have these men who, to where they don't seem like they have any particular direction except to be on some gay shit. That's what I mean. Like it's no, like at first they just seem like just facing a crowd, just another person. But then it's like they seem to hone in on you in some type of way to where it's like you could clearly tell that this is now entered into what I mentally I always call it this, but I don't like say it. I have entered the gay twilight zone. It's literally like I have entered into the gay twilight zone, bro. It's literally like I was on Pornhub or something and I was looking for just, normal straight guy porn. Like I was looking for some fucking tight booty short teens pounded by BBC or some shit. And you got, the white teen girls in the booty shorts, and for whatever reason, they're taking the BBC or maybe more than one or whatever. I'm on some Black Draw type shit. The classic, normal, black, straight guy shit. And then somehow I wound up in the goddamn gay section of fucking Pornhub all of a sudden. It's like, did I walk into a gay cloud or another dimension? What the fuck is this, man? That's what I mean. It's like, what the fuck's going on here, man? Now, I will say that it's not necessarily that there's anything, quote, wrong. It's not that there's anything, quote, wrong with that type of person. Except, it's not wrong that they are gay. That's not what's wrong about them. What to me I feel is wrong about it is the fucking point of that they are, how do I say this? They are dishonest about this stuff. Like I'm thinking like, does your fucking wife, girlfriend, or do these people know what type of shit you're really on, bro? Like seriously, you know what I mean? Like it could, for instance, it could be a fucking 50-year-old man, and it's like, bro, does your fucking wife know that you're into this shit? It's like, does she know that shit? You know what I mean? Like, does she know that you're really out here trying to find cocks, booty holes, wee-wees, and balls? Does she really, does she know that, because I would think she should know that shit. You know what I mean? That's my whole point. It's like, at least she needs to know that shit. You get what I'm saying? That's the problem with it. The problem is that it's some closeted shit. That's the major problem with it. I mean, number one, I'll put it like this. It always throws me off and throws me through a loop and freaks me out all the time anyway, because it's not fucking normal. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm just a fucking black man. I'm a straight black man. We are not into that shit. God damn it. We do not want nothing to do with no white man's booty hole, wee. We do not want to show our BBCs or want any connection or any, how do I say this? We do not want any interaction or mixing with the BBC with another man. That's how I'll put it. Like, you get what I'm saying? God damn. I can't stress that shit enough. Fuck. So I just have to say that shit, man. So you guys get what I'm saying, alright? And the thing is, it's hate speech. Every fucking thing is hate speech, man. You know what? That's actually what I'm gonna title this video. I'm gonna title this rant, "In this modern age, everything is hate speech," or something along those lines. That's what I mean. Everything is hate speech. And then I'm going to go back to what I was saying about being weak, right? That's also what I mean about the closeted shit. It's like, you're a fucking weakling. That's what I mean. You are a fucking weakling. You can't even accept what you are as a fucking human being, and you're that weak. So, you can't be like, let's just call him Fruity Carl. Let's just call him Fruity Carl at the gas station, Yes, Queen Carl or whatever, right? So it's like, I'm not saying you have to talk like that and you have to like dress like him and you have to look like that. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is Fruity Carl clearly is gay. It's okay. We know Carl. It's like, okay. Carl's not lying to himself. Carl's not lying to his girlfriend. Carl's not lying to his wife. Carl is not playing games and being deceptive, right? This is what I mean. This is what I mean. You get a big thumbs down for being a weak little bitch. This is what I mean. You're fucking weak. So you mean to tell me you don't have the balls to live out what you actually are? So you can't just be what you are. You have to be closeted or down low and this and all that about some shit. This is what I mean, man. It's the same thing, like I said, about weak ass people who attach themselves to weak ass people and do weak pussy ass shit. And then wonder why, oh, you know, I'm always getting shitted on. I'm always getting shitted on. Oh, I'm always, you know, it's like, I'm always being abused. I'll even go as far as to say, oh, and this is real. This is real. I talked about this before. I know someone who literally was taken advantage of sexually, and this person is a female. This person literally was sexually taken advantage of on multiple occasions and had crazy shit happen to them. And you know why this shit happened? Because they're fucking weak as fuck. It's because the way that they live their life, like I said, they ain't doing, like for instance, they ain't doing nothing that is conducive, number one, to self-protection or self-defense, number one, in themselves. Number two, like I said, they don't have the ability to realize that someone is trash, someone is shady, someone is suspect. So they don't have the ability to not even ever be in a situation or place themselves around people who don't have their best interests in mind. Like I said, they don't have the ability to isolate or the ability to be self-sufficient, or to both isolate and become self-sufficient, so that they do not have to deal with people who are trash, who do not have their best interests in mind, who only want to degrade them, disrespect them, and who want to bring them into things that they do not want to be into. And this is my point. This is my fucking point. But, oh, everything's toxic. Everything's hate speech now. Nothing's the truth that I could say, right? Nothing I could say could be the truth, right? It's just all hate. It's just all hate, right? You know what? Fuck you, man. That's all I have to say. That is fuck you. Pain is a great teacher, right? I always say this, like, pain is a great fucking teacher. Pain is actually one of your first teachers. Pain is probably a teacher before you had a literal kindergarten teacher, right? As a child, emotional pain and physical pain, regardless, pain teaches. And just maybe you have actually not had enough pain to teach you anything. Any fucking thing, obviously. Because you're doing the same shit. You haven't broke yet. You haven't snapped yet. See, the thing with me, a person like me, I've already snapped. It's already, okay, I already know what to do. I already know how to move. I already know how to calculate. I already know what has to be done. Some of you motherfuckers just have no clue. It's like, you don't even know what to do. You're sitting there, okay, so I'm going to do the same. You really, okay, so tell me this. You're telling me that you're going to try to do the same thing the same way every time to get a different reaction. Okay, whatever. Okay, fine. That's so okay. But one thing I have to say before I close, because I'm going to close this rant right now. What I have to say is, it is not fucking hate speech, you dumb motherfuckers. It's not hate speech. Okay? It isn't hate speech. It's not about that. See, what I hate is I hate the bullshit. I hate the weakness. I hate the cowardice. I hate the absurdity of the fact that not only do you think this shit is okay, but you actively are doing these things. So it's like like I said, you got people who are dishonest with themselves, dishonest with other people that put themselves in terrible situations, people that let themselves be abused, whether it's all types of ways, physical, mental, everything. It's like, okay, so that's what you chose in life. Have it, okay? See how much you actually like it. And I don't think you actually like it. Like I said, the problem with you is you're too weak. You can't face the conflict and understand that you may have to change yourself to even destroy conflict. Even if it's violently, you have to become that person. If you're too afraid to become that person, well then you just have to deal with the consequences, and it's on you. So, like I said before, man, people don't realize the value of so-called hate, the value of things you call so-called toxic, and you want to call shit hate speech. This is Steve's Art and Fun channel. If you want to put give me your story. I'm trying to do this thing to where I read people's stories. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link a link in the description to another video that explains it a little bit better. And then I'm also going to leave the email on the screen that you can email your story to. So, this channel's young. I'm trying to blow this fucking channel up. I'm trying to get my fucking money up. I'm trying to succeed in this motherfucker. Like, comment, sub. This is Steve's Art and Fun channel. If you've never been to this channel's not always about like political or how do I say this, like psychological ranting. It's sometimes it has to do with me ranting about fun, interesting things like cryptozoology and stuff like that, paranormal activity and stuff like that. You know, that type of channel, that type of stuff, like a cryptid channel or a cryptid podcast. But once in a blue moon, I have to kick hardcore facts and knowledge to you people. Once in a blue moon, I have to speak on this shit. Because, like I said, I feel like I'm entering a Twilight Zone. I feel like I'm entering a gay Twilight Zone. I feel like I'm entering a masochistic, self-abusing, disgusting, retarded, funky, stank booty, cheesy funk, stink booty bunk, Twilight Zone. I feel like I am literally just fucked in. My psyche is rattled into oblivion because I'm coming across things and people and places where I'm just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Like, I need to get so self-sufficient that I can literally drive or know a person who drives, be able to literally like go places, interact, have connections, do things with people that are actually doing something, actually trying to cultivate something, because this is similar to what I experienced in Bridgeport, to where if you stretch out your hand like a little bit far, they ain't nothing. You got to go really far to encounter someone that's actually about some shit. Because most motherfuckers, like I said, around you, within any close range, they ain't about nothing. They ain't doing nothing but some bullshit. And even, I'm also gonna say it again, a lot of these people, like I said, male people, are on some fucking straight up wanting a fucking dick in the booty cheeks type of fruity ass shit. Closeted shit. So I don't want no fucking parts of that. That's another. I'm like, nah, man, this shit is nah, bro. you can keep that shit over there. I'm good, thank you. I'll pass on that shit, man. I'll stay right where I am. I don't want no parts in that shit. Like I said, man. Like I said, I'm not about that shit. I'm not about half of the shit that these people are, the shit that they do. No, it's just not me. So, if you, and you know what, big thumbs up to you if you agree with what I'm fucking saying. If you're one of, like I said again, I'll say it again. If you're one of those motherfuckers that are like, how can you dare say, man, get the fuck off this video and go somewhere else with your pussy ass. Jesus. So, like I said, this is Steve's Art and Fun. This is not a fun video, though. This is not a fun rant. This is an angry rant. This is another buck wild and crazy rant. This is not for kids. That's partly what the caution pattern's about. This is not for kids, man. This may not even be for you. So go back where you came from and fucking suck your thumb if you can't handle it. Like, comment, sub, share, hit the bell button. This is your host, Steve from the back, and have a nice day.